Good morning, good people. This is Zip again. Up early this morning. Today was a chest day in the gym for me, so I'm fired up, ready to go. It's all about mind, spirit, and body for me, and getting established early in the morning and getting that day started right locks me in and gets me ready to go. So again, hope you guys are doing well. Guys and girls are doing well out there, and just keep the mindset going. Keep the positivity going. But with that, I want to have a little bit more discussion on RLUSD and really the implication of what happened with NYDFS approving that. It's a lot larger than I think than many people are thinking about and what has been talked about. But the New York Department of Financial Services approving RLUSD as a regulated stablecoin really indirectly is acknowledging the blockchains of XRPL and Ethereum as suitable platforms for financial grade operations. Now, why is that? So why are the blockchains implicitly recognized, if you would? Well, because RLUSD is being tokenized on both XRPL and Ethereum. So in order for NYDFS to approve those financial operations, they had to have confidence that those blockchains were secure and were of a banking grade criteria. Their operational standards, the blockchains, XRP Ledger and Ethereum are both decentralized, secure, auditable, and they meet criteria for transparency. They're immutable and they're resilient. These are just part of the characteristics that have to be aligned for financial transactions to be allowed in regulated markets. So they're very confident that both of those blockchains are secure. They're compliant with the NYDFS oversight. So the approval of RLUSD is basically ensuring that the underlying infrastructure, the blockchain again, can support regulation, can support auditing, can support real-time tracking of reserves. We know that not all stablecoins can do that, and not all blockchains would be able to do that. As an example, USDT is going to run into a load of problems probably in the near future with MiCA regulations and some other things because they don't meet the standards that are required. They would not be able to pass an NYDFS and get an approval from them, which is huge. But while RLUSD is getting dubbed as and approved by NYDFS, they cannot directly approve and state that the blockchains are of banking grade because there's no direct certification. They're not giving the XRP Ledger or Ethereum a direct certification for the blockchains. They're basically just treated as a rail, if you would, just a tool that is utilized where RLUSD is living. They have limited scope of approval. RLUSD's issuance and management under our banking laws, it's not generally the suitability of XRPL or Ethereum for banking use cases. That's not what NYFDS is saying. They're not approving, again, the blockchain or certifying these blockchains, but they have a high level of confidence that these blockchains will be able to handle banking grade transactions. So that is huge and something that is not much being talked about. So again, in a nutshell, NYDFS's approval of RLUSD recognizes the technical and operational back end of XRPL and Ethereum for regulated financial activities. So that is huge, and basically, therefore, you could say it makes them a banking grade environment. So just found that interesting and just something else I was thinking about as we're waiting for RLUSD to really come out. But just figured I'd drop that on here, and just one of my thoughts this morning as I was in the gym. So we'll move on now, and we'll talk about some other market news or some coins, if you would. One of the other phenoms that I love and that I do have in my portfolio, and again, nothing I say is financial advice, but take it as a zip tip and do your own research, but is HBAR. Hedera HBAR is absolutely a phenomenal technology. And with the partnerships and their board of governance that they have currently, with likes of IBM and Google, to name a couple, they are just getting ready to definitely explode. And I think 2025 is going to be extremely great for HBAR as well. So again, maybe it's something you should look at. But one of the analysts, as I was reading, he was talking about HBAR and where it was, and it's been hovering around 32 cents now, but that was up about 600% or so from where it was. So it's really shot up, as many of the altcoins have been doing. But as I say, I don't pay attention too much to price predictions, but they are fun and it is news. So why not discuss it? Don't go out and, sell your first kid or, your house to go buy HBAR. If you don't have it, don't invest it, because this is just a valuation and someone's speculation, if you would. But while the rapid ascent has slowed, analysts maintain still a positive outlook for HBAR's future. There's predictions that it could reach $1 in this next bullish cycle based off technical indicators and a double bottom pattern. So yeah, I'm not a big technical analysis guy, but do I believe it's going to go up? Yeah. Now what are some of the things that are fueling that energy and that fear of missing out and FOMO where people are starting to jump in? Well, there's rumor of an exchange traded fund, an ETF, which is generating a lot of FOMO and excitement. We know that Value Funds has filed for a physical staking exchange traded product, an ETP. And there's others that are just getting in line to file ETFs. So this is all coming again, guys and girls, in the near future, in 2025, as regulation starts to take effect and a lot of what we've been discussing starts to happen and what we've been waiting for. But, Hedera is also going to be real world asset tokenization. They are on the cuff and one of the largest interest holders with regards to real world asset tokenization. And the project, the board from the top to the bottom is absolutely phenomenal, and it's just a lock solid project in my opinion, and something probably worth just taking a look at. And they have a DeFi ecosystem as well that's been experiencing a lot of growth, decentralized finance for anyone that's new. But yes, HBAR is just another project to take a look at, one that I like and have held for a while in my portfolio. Again, not financial advice, but something to look at. And then there's also XLM. Stellar XLM is another one that I do have a bag of and I do invest in. Why? Well, because I think it's going to be the micro payments, if you would, of the blockchain. So for those of you that do not know, basically Stellar XLM is just a carbon copy of what XRP is. So Jeb McCaleb was the co-founder of Stellar, and he once worked at Ripple. And I guess, they had some disagreements or whatever the case may be, and he went and started Stellar. But I think Stellar is going to be another unexpected crypto that comes out and really just astonishes people. They have a lot going on. They have a lot of adoption from major companies such as Circle. They work with Stripe, MoneyGram, MasterCard, and more recently, the Franklin Templeton. They're working with them as well. So that's all liquidity. This is all stuff, utility that's coming into the future that's going to surround XLM to make it a world-class asset to hold. I believe, as we've been talking about, the financial system is changing, and I think XLM is definitely going to be part of that new financial system. They have deep ties with the BIS, and there's information out there if you do some research, and it's XRP's little brother or sister. And it's going to be very similar, but they're not competing for the same market space. As I said, Ripple is more institutional grade, and Stellar is going to be going after the micro payments. And it is also ISO 222 approved, which again in 2025, that's coming live as well. So all of these key things are coming into place. But again, I would just maybe take a look at XLM. I'll be putting a video out on that here, I think this week. It's about wrapped up. I've got videos out on HBAR. I dropped one this past weekend on HBAR. Take a look at it and see if it's something that spikes some interest for you if you're in the market and you're looking to add or diversify your bag and your portfolio a little bit more. But yeah, just keep all those things in mind. And again, I want to make a point with scammers. And stinking scammers are still out here. I've had a couple reach out to me. Just be absolutely, positively sure what you're clicking on and who you're talking to, because they're trying to get your hard-earned money. And there's really no way for us to prevent it except to get the word out. So let's take care of each other. Be good wing buddies, if you would, partners. And if you see something, say something. If you're out on X, shoot me a message out there. Let me know, and I'll get it out as much as I can to my audience. But with that, I just would like to finish up with a little quote or little mindset quote, if you would, just to keep your day going. And it is, embrace a growth mindset. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Learn to see failures not as setbacks, but as stepping stones. Remember, your mind is your greatest asset. Nurture it to transform your life. Start each day by affirming your ability to grow and adapt. And guys and girls, that's what it's about. Let's keep our mindset straight. If your mind is correct, everything else aligns with that. Remember, what you resonate and give out from a frequency is what is going to come to you. So keep everything positive. Have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Zips out.